Hello friends, it's me, Mr. Slovaki here. We are going to be continuing with going chapter by chapter of one of my favorite books of all time, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. In the last chapter, Harry make it to the train and travel all the way to Hogwarts so that he may start wizard school, and he's sailing across the enchanted lake to make it to the school. That is where we'll pick up, and I hope that you enjoyed chapter 7, The Talking Hat. Chapter 7, Harry Potter and the Magical Talking Hat. Hagrid helped Harry up to the front gates of the castle. "Well, Harry, this is as far as I can take you. I've got to go check the lake to make sure that none of the other little goobers fell in and got eaten by the giant squid that is in the lake. So why don't you just head into the castle? I know this rain is very disorienting. It is raining, yes. So why don't I go do my thing and you can head in and find a new house. So have a good time." And with that, Harry made his way up to the front gates of the castle. Harry made his way over to the group of new first-year students so that he could take his place in line and join them to get sorted into his house. He see his train friends, Ron and Hermione, and even the slimy boy who he not like very much, who say mean things. As they about to get talking about things and start to get loud voices, our old dear friend, Professor McCormick, come over and say, "All right, first years, it's time to get you sorted into houses. There are 4 of them. Hupplegriff, Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, and Slimes. And so I'm going to expect each of you to behave yourself and make sure you get sorted by the fancy hat." Harry had no idea what this meant, but he was excited to get the move on. As Harry and the rest of the students make their way into the entrance hall, a spectacular sight befall him. There are candles floating from the ceiling, and dozens of students, each sitting at a long table. And at the front of the room is a peculiar sight. An old wise-looking wizard, his friend Haggard, Professor Squirrel, who he had met in the shops, the nice old lady who had brought them upstairs, but also a very sleazy-looking lady. She made him very, very uncomfortable. But more surprisingly among all was a weird old hat sitting at the end of the table. The wise old wizard spoke. "For those of you that don't know me, my name is Dumbledore, and for at least 5 years, maybe more, this hat has decided to take a look at people's brains and figure out which of the 4 Hogwarts house each student belongs in. So, if you will bear with me, I will ask each one of you to put on this hat and then find a new table to sit at. We will go one at a time, single file. Let's all be patient and wait our turns. And then we have some dinner. So let's get started." Before any of the students could make their way up to the top of the table, the hat jumped off, and it looked like it almost had a mouth, and it started to sing a song.
Waking up, it's sorting day. Gotta get ready, gotta make my way. Hogwarts is the place to be, where magic happens, can't you see? In the great hall, the crowd gathers round. Anticipation's the only sound. Will I be Gryffindor, snakeskin or Ravenswood, or maybe Mufflepuffer just like I should? Sorting hat, don't make me wait, I'm feeling nervous, can't you relate? Gryffindor's got the courage, they're bold and brave. Snakeskin's got ambition, they'll stop at nothing, pave their way.
Everyone clapped and cheered at the hat's special song that he sang. Harry was a little bit worried, but excited to take this next step in finding out how to become a wizard. He made his way carefully to the front of the room. Excuse me, pardon me, if you don't mind me just getting by here real quickly. Oh, pardon me. I... Harry listened as name after name was called out, and kids were put into some of the different houses. Like, some of the kids went to Hufflepuff's, some of them went to Ravenstone, Slimy Boy and his friend, they go to Snakeskin, but most of his friends and people that he know and like already go to Gryffindor. So he make his way slowly and carefully up to the front of the room so that he may put on the hat. Excuse me, pardon me, he say as he make his way past the tables. I must go put on the hat. As Harry sat there with the hat on his head, the hat began to talk to him. "Oh, I bet you're wondering why there's not a stool that you can sit on," the hat said. "It's because it broke last year and we haven't had time to replace it. But more importantly, I bet you're wondering which house I'm going to put you in." Harry knew that he wanted to be in any of the houses except for Snake's. "Oh, not Snakes. You want to go into somewhere else, I see. Let's see. You have big brain. You are very brave. You already have made good friends, but you might want to break rules. So let me see. Hard time." But Harry think to himself the whole time, "Please not snake people. Please not snake people." So the hat finally said to Harry, "Okay, well, if you don't want to go to snake people, it better be Gryffindors." All of the people in the crowd cheered. His friend Haggard gave him a knowing wink, very excited for his future. Harry joined the rest of his friends up at the Gryffindor table. The wise old wizard stood up, clearing his throat, and said, "Before we begin, I just want to say a few words. Gibblegore, Flopple, Chipmunk, Wibbly Tombo. Now we may eat." And with that, Harry sat down to enjoy his first dinner away from the Dursleys, his first dinner with new friends, and his first dinner on his way to becoming a full-fledged wizard, just like the people that sat staring down at him from the table at the end of the room. Wow, friends, what an exciting chapter. Mr. Harry Potter got a new group of friends and was sorted into Gryffindor, one of the most famous houses of all of Hogwarts. So, in the next chapter, chapter 8, we are going to find out more about Harry Potter and find out what sort of adventures that he gets up to next. I hope you had a good time with me, Mr. Savaki, as we go through our story, and until next time, have a nice time!